Welcome to another edition of A Game a Day by Zay. This is Isaiah Rhodes. This is presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Today's matchup will be the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Atlanta Hawks. Now, both teams are separated by one position in the standings, but the game difference is there's a big gap there. We get the starting five to you for the Hawks: Kevin Herter, Solomon Hill, Clint Capella, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Trey Young is back for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, Bryn Forbes, and Drew Holiday. Now, like I said, the gap in standings is one position, but the game gap is clear as the Bucks are 34 and 20 for third in the East, while the Hawks are 30 and 25 fourth in the East. So uh, the Hawks are more in line to have to solidify their spot and not necessarily try to get into that play-in tournament, which is from 7 to 10. The Bucks are solid in the third spot. They're trying to get up to that top two spot. They're 3.5 back of the number one seed, which is the Philadelphia 76ers, who are coming off of a dominant, well, not so dominant at the end, but they did dominate for the majority of the game versus the Nets. They won that game. So Sixers have a 1 game lead over the Nets for number one in the East. Back to this game. The Hawks lead 5-2 as they just got a three from Solomon Hill. Solomon Hill's played a huge part in the Hawks turnaround uh, over the last 2 weeks or so for the Hawks to solidify themselves in that 4 seed. He definitely brings energy defensively and is willing to do the hustle plays. Clint Capella gets a finish inside. Clint Capella has been outstanding this season for the Hawks. He's been healthy. He's been attacking the glass. He finishes at the rim, especially on those alley oops. Trey Young plays very similar to James Harden in terms of how he play makes, and they utilize Capella in similar ways as he was used with the Hawks. Hawks up 7-2. Trey Young, who missed a number of games with a quad injury, but he's back. He misses the floater. So Giannis Antetokounmpo able to move downhill, crossover dribble, left to right, finishes at the rim. We look at Bogdanovic looking to get inside. He gets it to Capella. The pass out to Solomon Hill is deflected, but he gets it to Bogdanovic, and Bogdanovic knocks down the three. So Hawks up two possessions now, 10-4. Bogdanovic missed a number of games to start the season with a kneecap injury, but he's worked his way back, and the Hawks can definitely use him as a shooter to complement Trey Young and Kevin Herter. Finish inside for Brook Lopez gives the Bucks 6 points. Hawks lead 6-10, and a floater inside for Trey Young is no good. Rebounded by Chris Middleton. Middleton crossover right to left, looking to finish with the left hand at the rim. Good defense by Solomon Hill to defend without fouling. Hawks lead by 4. Their turnaround really started to happen once they fired Lloyd Pierce. Unfortunately, Pierce had to lose his job. Nate McMillan stepped in. The experience of Nate McMillan across multiple teams like the Portland Trailblazers, the Seattle Supersonics, definitely played a huge part in how this team has turned the corner. They're playing a lot tougher. They're attacking and playing with more urgency. And he definitely made some wrinkles with the starting lineup. You see Solomon Hill in the starting lineup now. He went a stretch with Tony Snell as well, who played similar roles. Solomon Hill's more offensively adept, but both are willing to play the same role for this Atlanta team who has high-powered and potent offense, but they need consistent defense, and those players definitely set a tone. Drew Holiday, who just signed his 4-year extension with the Bucks last week, solidifying his space with this franchise. He comes from the trade with New Orleans in the offseason. He's definitely played a huge part in why the Bucks are an elite team in the East. For me personally, I'm not necessarily sure they should have signed Drew so early, considering the fact that they have to get over that hump. Drew was brought in to get the Bucks over that hump. We don't know if they will just yet. So to lock in Drew with all that money, while he is performing at an exceptional level, you still might need to utilize some money for the offseason in case you need to retool certain things and move certain players. But the Bucks made their decision, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Drew makes both free throws, so Bucks lead 11-10. Trae Young, great setup for Solomon Hill. He got too far under the rim though, had to kick it back out to Trae. 5 on the shot clock, trying to go off the dribble. It goes off of Giannis's foot with 2.6 left on the shot clock. The Hawks in their last 21 games under Nate McMillan, they're 16-5. So seeing how they've been able to turn that corner, they again I mentioned in the defense, they're rebounding at an exceptional clip, and they're finishing games that earlier in the year and even over the last couple of years they just weren't able to finish despite their talent. Trey misses the jumper at the buzzer, so Bucks get out and run. Giannis sets up Brook Lopez in the right corner. He misses it, but the shot is tapped out by Drew Holiday. He gets it to Giannis. Giannis starts to drive. Good defense by Capella, and it forces the wall. The wall forces Giannis to kick it out. Bucks still trying to find a shot. They cannot. I think yes, it is a 24-second violation. Bucks had to uh, move the ball and try to get a good shot. They had that initial defense by Clint Capella created that domino effect. Once you stop Giannis and create that wall, the Bucks have to figure out and scramble to get certain shots. A lot of what they do is predicated off of Giannis's ability to penetrate. Clint Capella misses a basket at the rim. Giannis on the run. Euro steps around Solomon Hill and a number of Hawks to get that layup in. So Bucks lead by 3. Giannis starting to get settled in. A floater from Trae Young, no good off the back rim, but on the offensive glass, Clint Capella once again. So we look at this Euro step from Giannis. He's Euro steps around Solomon Hill with Clint Capella closing in from behind, still able to lay it in. There's a timeout on the floor with the Bucks leading by 3, 13-10. We'll be back with more. This is a Game of Day by Isaiah presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned. Welcome back as the Bucks lead the Hawks 13-10. As we look at the team stats so far, Bucks 5 of 10 from the floor, while the Hawks are 4 of 12. The Bucks 1 of 4 from 3. They tend to rely on the 3-point shot to really get their offense going so far, shooting 25%. Hawks 2 of 4, but they haven't been able to get much going outside of those 2 threes. When you look at the fast break points, it hasn't really picked up yet. We'll see. The missed free throws by Clint Capella allowed for the Bucks to get a possession up 3, 6:28 left in the first quarter. Drew Holiday takes a screen from Brook Lopez to set up the mismatch between Lopez and Bogdanovich. Also on the perimeter, Drew Holiday guarded by Capella. Holiday misses the jumper short, rebounded by Capella. So great defense there to defend Drew Holiday and get the rebound. Trae Young probing, working the left baseline, turns around, throws an alley to Clint Capella. That's what I was talking about in terms of how the Hawks use him offensively. He knows how to rim run and really set himself up to complement Trae Young's penetration. And he's very, very comfortable with getting it off the glass for offensive rebounds if the pass is not made to him, but he's always ready to catch an alley-oop. We look at the Bucks this season. They're 12-15 versus teams over 500, but they're 22-5 versus teams under 500. Bryn Forbes knocks in the mid-range jumper from the right wing, so it's back to a 3-point game, 15-12. Bogdanovich thought about a 3. Floater instead, he makes it. Now that's the second shot made over the last 10 field goals for the Hawks. They did start the game 4-5. Since then, they've gone 2 for 10. Middleton driving, kicks out to Lopez from the right wing. He knocks in the 3. So I mentioned the 3-point shot being very pivotal for the Bucks and Mike Budenholzer's offense. They want to complement Giannis Antetokounmpo's ability to penetrate, and he puts so much pressure on the defense. Giannis does that. You have to support him with the proper shooters, no matter if they're guards or bigs. So Lopez has definitely transformed his game since being in Brooklyn. You go back to the latter year, his last year in Brooklyn, he really started to step out and shoot more threes. Now he's so comfortable shooting the three. He's the perfect complement to Giannis in terms of being able to shoot as a big. My issue with the Bucks is that they don't really have good post presence. Yes, Giannis finishes in the paint, but his post game is very, very limited, and at times it's easy to defend him. So I think that the Bucks have to figure out how to either improve Giannis's post game to prevent him from shooting so much, or having defenses try to gear towards him shooting, or go get a post player that you can go to down the stretch in the post while Giannis does what he does, moving downhill, putting pressure on the defense, things of that nature. Bogdanovich makes both free throws over the last 5 games. He's averaging 22 points per game. So it's good to see him turning that corner, getting healthy. He's definitely contributed as to why the Hawks are trying to make a strong run in the playoffs. Trailing by 2, Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young probing the paint, looking to set up Bogdanovich from the left wing. He misses the three short. Bobby Portis gets the rebound. Pat Connaughton shoots the right wing three. So that right wing has been very, very beneficial for the Bucks here in this first quarter. Bogdanovich shoots from the right wing on his side and knocks in the three. So back and forth we go now. The game's starting to open up. Bogdanovich already with 10 points, 3 of 5 from the floor. And we got a timeout as Coach Budenholzer doesn't like what he's seen. Bucks lead by 2, 21-19, but the Hawks are getting comfortable. 3:55 left in the first quarter. Stay tuned for more. This is the Game of the Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back as Bucks have the possession with the lead by 2. Bobby Portis' three from the right corner. No good offensive rebound by Drew Holiday. He takes a three from the right corner and knocks it down. So good effort there by Drew Holiday to save that possession. Holiday tonight already with 5 points. 5 points in 8 minutes. Basket is made there by the Hawks. I miss who got that bucket. But the 3-point game, 24-21. On the floor for the Hawks right now, Bogdanovich, Trae Young, Lou Williams. Lou takes a three from the right corner, misses it from the back rim. Lou Williams is actually traded for Rajon Rondo, as Rondo's helped the Los Angeles Clippers to a 7-0 record since he's been inserted into their rotation. Trae Young trying to get it going. Kick out to Bogdanovich. Jab step on Pat Connaughton. Connaughton, good defense. 7 on the shot clock. Trae Young has to get something going. And there's a foul. Foul under the rim by Bobby Portis. At the free throw line is Nathan Knight. Knight, 6'10", 250 so far this year, averaging 4 points per game. He makes the first free throw in his last game. He had 5 points against Toronto, 18 minutes. Pardon me, 6 points. 6 points. Second free throw is good. So it's back to a 1-point game. Jeff Teague into the game for the Bucks. Teague has been working his way around the league. He was picked up by the Bucks off the waiver wire Missed shot by Bobby Portis. Offensive rebound by PJ Tucker. PJ kicks out to Pat Connaughton, and Connaughton knocks in the three. That's the type of effort that PJ Tucker brings to a team. He does the intangible things, the dirty work. At 6'5", he's a power forward, but he's willing to do and battle against anybody for the sake of their team winning. So you got to respect that. Teague with the basketball, trying to kick it to PJ Tucker from the left corner. Three-pointer is good. So the Bucks utilizing the three-point line to create separation. The Hawks are keeping pace, but the Hawks are trading twos for threes right now. Knight takes a three set up by Lou Williams. The three is no good. So it's a 5-point game. Bucks with the basketball. We approach a minute remaining in the first quarter. Teague, who actually played for the Hawks for a number of years, able to set up PJ Tucker in the post. Tucker gets a floater inside. Rare post up for PJ Tucker. He's usually relied upon in the corners to shoot threes. Herter looking to kick out tonight. He misses the three, but Herter gets the offensive rebound, and Herter gets the floater on the putback. So it's a 5-point game. Good effort there by Kevin Herter. 5-point game. Jeff Teague looking to go off the dribble. 12 on the shot clock, going the left baseline, draws a foul. Okongwu picks up that foul. Okongwu was actually a teammate of LaMelo Ball and Lonzo Ball on Chino Hill's high school state championship teams. So Okongwu definitely has been under the spotlight for a while now. He's playing next to Trae Young. So playing next to Trae Young, obviously Onika is gonna have to play next to immense talent, but being next to Lonzo, being next to LaMelo, being next to LiAngelo, he knows how to fit in as a role player on high power teams. And his size, being 6'10", being able to bang and jump, get offensive rebounds, definitely allows for him to have a role in this league. 6-point game. Lou Williams with the basketball. 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock. 9 seconds left in the quarter. Can Lou get the three off? He does not, but he's fouled. He's fouled by Thanasis Antetokounmpo, and that's the vet move by Lou Williams. Lou knows how to draw fouls. He knows how to get to the free throw line. That's why he's one of the most prolific scorers off the bench in NBA history. Look at Lou over the last 8 games with the Hawks, 12 points per game. He hasn't been as prolific as we're used to seeing. He was definitely battling some injuries during his time with the Clippers this season before being traded. So he's working his way back into a rhythm. But just in general, you got to remember Lou's been around for a long, long time. And now that age and attrition might be starting to catch up to him. Nevertheless, he's contributing to a playoff team, which I'm sure he's happy about. And hopefully he can add some vet leadership to this Hawks team who's trying to become a perennial playoff performer. Jeff Teague trying to get inside and get a shot off before the shot clock, before the quarter expires. It's blocked by Okongwu. Possession will stay with the Bucks as Teague looks to set up Giannis at the buzzer, but the pass is deflected. So the shot clock will go off. End of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4, 33-29. We'll be back with more, as this is a Game of Day by Isaiah presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned. Welcome back, as Bucks now lead by 2. Okongwu able to get a basket to start the second quarter. Pat Connaughton trying to get a floater off the glass. He's able to finish. So Connaughton coming off the bench, giving great energy for the Bucks. Floater by Lou Will, exceptional, as that initially looked like it was a alley-oop setup for Congo, but that was one of those ambiguous floater alley-oops potentially. You never know. But the floater actually went in for Lou. So 2-point game again. Jeff Teague looking to attack the baseline and he's fouled. Teague will go to the free throw line. Teague actually played for the Hawks for 7 seasons, 6.5 seasons. I want to say 7 seasons with the Hawks. He's been on many teams trying to find his way to a championship. Now with this Bucks squad, he's comfortable. Earlier in this year, he was with the Boston Celtics, but they didn't live up to their potential to start the year. They're fighting to get a solidified spot in the East as well. They don't want to get in playing, but Teague ended up on the waiver wire, and the Bucks picked him up. He's definitely a solid backup. The guard play that the Bucks actually have with Drew Holiday, with Jeff Teague, with Dante DiVincenzo, they definitely have the requisite perimeter play to be a championship level team. I think they need more help on perimeter scoring, but in terms of playmaking and running a team, they have the, the requisite perimeter play to make a championship run. Giannis Antetokounmpo in the post, like I said, his post game very limited. He turns over the basketball. Kevin Herter on the right wing closeout by Giannis. Giannis, one of the most versatile defensive players there are. He guards Kevin Herter, then blows up the pick and roll, steals the basketball, and tries to get it in. One ref says a foul on the floor as the Hawks try to stop a fast break. Non-shooting foul. So Bucks basketball. Giannis looking to drive and kick. Great defense by Solomon Hill to set up that wall. Solomon Hill actually played on the Miami Heat, a team that really shut down Giannis at the end of the season last year in the bubble. He played a part in building up that wall and really following the blueprint that the Raptors set the year prior in 2019. To shut me up, though, Giannis knocks down the three over Solomon Hill to push the Bucks lead to 7. Middleton looking to work the post. Good double team there by Solomon Hill. Teague looking to work the baseline, drives and kicks to Pat Connaughton. Connaughton misses it off the back rim. Great effort there by Giannis Antetokounmpo to get that offensive rebound, but he steps out of bounds. So possession goes back to the Hawks. Herter on the left wing looking to attack Chris Middleton. Pulls up for the mid-range jumper. It's good. Kevin Herter, one of the best shooters on this team, known for um, mostly being a spot up shooter, but he's definitely stepped up his game in his ball handling over the last couple of years. Still relatively young, so he still has a lot of room to grow, but he's definitely willing to go off the dribble and create certain shots. The Bucks respond though as Brook Lopez gets his 10th point of the game. He works the right baseline and gets a reverse. So Bucks back up 7, 10 on the shot clock as Herter works the pick and roll with Capella. They work it back around. Solomon Hill with the basketball. Going left, trying to take contact from Lopez. No good on the call, but on the offensive glass, Capella's there for the finish. 42-37. Back and forth we go. And it'll be a timeout on the floor as Budenholzer again tries to reestablish defensive principle. Bucks lead by 5. Hawks still fighting though. 8:19 remaining. Stay tuned for more. This is the Game of Day by Zay, presented by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Welcome back as the Hawks lead by 5. Bryn Forbes shoots a 3, misses it from the right wing. Lou Williams and Trae Young in the backcourt for the Hawks right now. Lou getting in the rhythm, shoots that floater, knocks it down. So we look at the matchup so far. The Bucks have won 11 of the last 12 against the Hawks. The last time the Hawks beat the Bucks was in 2019 in an overtime game, 136 to 135. Giannis looking to get inside off the left baseline, has his shot blocked by Clint Capella. Great defense there as he was helped by Solomon Hill as well. Bogdanovich trying to find Capella on the drop-off pass. It was a miscommunication. He wasn't ready. It went out to Trae Young. Trae Young found an open Solomon Hill for a right corner 3. Couldn't knock it down, so the Bucks get out and run as Giannis Antetokounmpo looking to find Chris Middleton under the basket for a wide open layup. But that's the presence of Capella. Capella didn't block the shot, but he definitely intimidated Chris Middleton on that miss there. So Hawks trailing by 3. Lou Williams for another floater. He misses that one short. Rebounded by Chris Middleton. It's a 5-on-4 here as Lou Williams is still in the backcourt for the Hawks. Middleton knocks down a 3. So that's what we call a 5-point swing. A layup that was initially makeable turned into a 3 for Middleton. Middleton knocks in his 1,004 3-pointer as a Buck. He's second all-time to Ray Allen in Bucks franchise history for 3-pointers made. So that goes to show you how prolific he's been during his time here. He passes Michael Redd for second all-time, and he's behind Ray Allen by 47 more threes. So I think by the end of this season, with about 17 games to play, he should pass Ray Allen for the all-time Bucks lead. That isn't to say that Middleton is a better 3-point shooter than Ray. I think by all accounts we can agree that Ray is the better shooter, but just off of longevity and just being a consistent and durable player, Chris Middleton has established himself as one of the premier shooters in the league. Off the dribble, looking to set up Brook Lopez from the right corner for 3. He misses it. Milwaukee can't stop Bogdanovich, though. Bogdanovich knocks in another 3-point shot, this time from the right wing. Bogdanovich now 4 of 6 from the floor with 13 points. So Bucks only lead by 1 now. Middleton misses a 3, rebounded by Herter and Clint Capella. Clint Capella finally comes down with it, but both players did touch that rebound. Floater for Trae Young falls short. The floater tonight has not been there for Trae Young. So Bucks lead by 1 with the ball. Bryn Forbes looking to set up a 3. Instead goes off the dribble, goes back to Drew Holiday. As we approach 12 on the shot clock. Floater by Drew Holiday from the behind the back dribble, no good. Rebounded by PJ Tucker. Bucks maintain possession. 10 on the shot clock. 3-pointer from the from the left corner. No good for Chris Middleton. So Hawks clinging to this 1-point deficit, trying to take this lead. But a turnover by Trae Young. Very careless with the basketball. Bryn Forbes for 3 straight away. Good. And those are the turning point plays that happen throughout a game. You look at an opportunity to take a lead, you turn over the basketball, it turns into a scramble defensively, and now the opposition knocks in a 3. Bryn Forbes walked straight into that 3, where it was a 5-on-4. Trae Young was still in the backcourt. Bucks go up by 4. Nate McMillan calls a timeout. Bucks lead by 4, 48 to 44. Stay tuned for more. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Thanks for watching. We're back as the Hawks unable to score out of that timeout. Trae Young not in the rhythm right now. As we approach 4 minutes remaining in the first half, Drew Holiday looks to set up Brook Lopez. It was deflected initially. Drew saved it. But then tried to reaffirm that setup with Lopez, and he threw the ball out of bounds. So we look at the Hawks under Nate McMillan in the last 21 games. They're shooting efficient from 40%. They're shooting 48% from the floor. And I mentioned the record over the last 21 games, 16-5. They've just been able to really come together at the right time and trying to solidify their playoff spot. Still a three-point game, Bucks basketball. Bryn Forbes takes a straightaway three set up by Drew Holiday, and he knocks it down. So Bryn Forbes is coming up with some huge baskets at the right time to keep that separation for the Bucks right now. We look at the three-point shooting for both teams. Bucks shooting 9 of 20 from three, where the Hawks are shooting 4 of 13. Herter looking to attack, going left. And Knight picks up a moving screen. Knight just came back into the game. He picks up a moving screen, so that'll be a turnover for the Bucks. Holiday with the basketball, takes a screen, works the right wing, looks to get back inside, going left, kicks out to Pat Connaughton. He misses the three. Offensive rebound, Drew Holiday. Kicks out to PJ Tucker, back to Bryn Forbes. Forbes looking to drive right, kicks it back out to Holiday at the top of the key. Holiday finds Lopez from the right wing, and he knocks down the three. So it's now a 9-point game. Brook Lopez, 5 of 7 from the floor, 13 points. 3 minutes left in the first half. Trae Young caught in the air, initially going up for a layup, but then at the last minute went to pass it to Capella, and that turns into a turnover. Pardon me, I say Capella. That was Knight. He tried to dump it off to Knight at the last minute. And I always say that anytime a guard gets caught in the air, you have to make a decision. Are you going to pass it or are you going to shoot? Uh, don't look to pass on the bailout, because that's the worst thing you could do. A lot of times, the player you intend to pass to is intending to crash the offensive glass. He thinks you're going to score, and then in the last minute, he sees the ball out the side of his peripheral, and then he tries to catch your bad pass. That's just not good offense. You got to make a decision. If you're going to shoot it, shoot the ball. If you're going to pass it, pass it. Don't be indecisive. Bucks get an easy basket from Jeff Teague working the right baseline. He's able to get a two-hand slam, a red dunk for Jeff Teague, which if you go back in Jeff Teague's history, even going all the way back to Wake Forest, he was definitely a dynamic and athletic point guard. But as he established his NBA career, he definitely was more inclined to stay on the ground and give you sneaky athletic glimpses. But he mostly, was more focused on efficiency and maintaining body control. Left corner three, left wing three by Drew Holiday opens up a 14-point lead. Bucks on a 13-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. 58-44, they lead, and Bogdanovich trying to keep them in the game. He gets a floater. We're under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Jeff Teague goes right to left crossover, tries to get a floater over Capella, and he will be fouled. So good aggressiveness there by Jeff Teague. Teague, to me, is a unheralded point guard in a lot of ways. His skill set is tremendous. He can shoot the basketball. He has good size. He's strong. He definitely is. He has a great basketball IQ. And I think at times, because of his skill set, the demands on him to perform better have always been there. I always felt like he can do a lot more than he's given, but I think he's very comfortable in whatever role the team gives him. I know on those Hawks teams for years, we can go back to Josh Smith, we can go back to Joe Johnson, we can go back to Al Horford and Paul Millsap. He, as a perimeter player, definitely needed to be more explosive if that team was going to go uh, to higher places. They never got past the second round. But I think on this team where they're not on the Bucks, where they're not requiring him to do that, he fits right in because he can pick his spots when he needs to score. He can, like I said, utilize that basketball IQ. He has good size. He's solid defensively. He's just a great role player for this team. Solomon Hill knocks in a three the for the Hawks to try to keep them close. Went to an 11-point game, but Drew Holiday comes back with the left-hand layup to push it back to 13. So we approach a minute remaining in the first half. Bogdanovich going right, kicks it back out to Solomon Hill. Hill knocks in his second consecutive three. So it's a 10-point game now. Hill knocking in that three from the top of the key. We're under a minute to play. Bucks by 10. They've utilized the three-point line to create that separation. Working free throw line extended. Drew Holiday tries to get a pass inside to Giannis. It's stolen. Trae Young trying to find Bogdanovich from the left wing. He misses the three, rebounded by Bobby Portis. So although the Bucks are up 10, they haven't played the cleanest game. Floater for Jeff Teague is there though. So Bucks, despite not playing the cleanest game, are up by 12. 20 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Hawks should have the final possession. Trae Young guarded by Drew Holiday. Trae Young tonight hasn't been effective as a scorer, but he can turn it on at any moment. Able to draw a foul on Drew Holiday, trying to get a three. This is the first foul for the Bucks in the last 2 minutes, so they say the foul was on the floor. You look at Trae Young's numbers so far tonight. 0 of 6. Hawks able to set up Kevin Huerter from the right corner. He shoots off the side of the backboard. Can the Bucks get a shot off? They do, but it's no good as Pat Connaughton was able to get set up by Giannis Antetokounmpo with 3 seconds left. After that, Huerter missed off the side of the backboard. Giannis got the rebound, was able to push and set up Pat Connaughton for the right wing, but he misses it as time expires. So we go into the half. Bucks up 12, 64-52. They've been able to contain Trae Young. Like I said, Young 0 for 6 from the floor. He's been missing a number of floaters to keep the Bucks in. I've been mentioning Bogdanovich, 5 of 10 from the floor, 15 points, 3 of 6 from 3. But outside of that, the Hawks have not been efficient from 3. They're 6 of 17, shooting 37%. The Bucks, on the other hand, 11 of 23 from 3. They've been able to make up for Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's not quiet, but he's been somewhat limited. 4 or 5 from the floor, only 9 points. But they got 13 points from Brook Lopez, 10 points from Drew Holiday. And when you look at what Jeff Teague has done, Jeff Teague 2 or 5 from the floor, but has 9 points. He's been very aggressive in the first half. So the Bucks have opened up a 12-point lead. We'll be back with more as we see if the Hawks can come back or if the Bucks will solidify this game in the second half. Stay tuned for more. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We start this second half. Bucks lead by 12. The Hawks have to figure out how to get Trae Young going. He's 0 for 6 from the floor. We look at a jumper from Kevin Huerter to get it to a 10-point deficit. We look at Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton's 1 for 6. He's struggling. He misses a jumper, so now 1 for 7. Rebounded by Solomon Hill. Huerter, who just knocked in that fadeaway, looking to attack the paint, kicks out to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich had an exceptional first half. He knocks in his first shot in the second half, a right corner three, and a three-point line is the great equalizer. Can get you back in the game or shoot you out of it. That three-pointer cuts the deficit to 7, 64-57. Can Trae Young make his first basket of the game? No, he cannot. The Bucks missed. We're able to get out. The Hawks able to get out and run. Another floater for Trae Young. No good. Bucks able to survive that. And Drew Holiday misses a wide open slam with the left hand. Perfectly set up by Giannis Antetokounmpo, but Drew sprites it. 3-point shot for Solomon Hill from the left wing is good. And now we have a 4-point game. Mike Budenholzer doesn't like what he sees to start this second half for the Bucks. Atlanta's back in the game, 64-60. We'll be back with more. This is the Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. 10:29 left in the 10th quarter. 10:29 left in the third quarter. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back as the Bucks lead by 4, 64-60. Looking to set up Giannis in the paint. Giannis 4-5 so far from the floor, 9 points, but he's fouled under the basket before being able to go up in the air. Great defense by Solomon Hill in the paint there. The initial setup by Chris Middleton throws the alley, and we got a foul. Solomon Hill guarding Giannis. Giannis trying to drive baseline. Can he get to the basket? He cannot, so he kicks out to Drew Holiday on the left wing. Skip pass over to Brent Forbes. Brent Forbes, right wing three, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Bogdanovich. Trae Young at the top of the key hasn't scored yet, but that hasn't stopped the Bucks from going on an 8-0 run over the last minute and 50 seconds. Kick ball by Drew Holiday puts 14 seconds on the shot clock. Possession stays with the Hawks. We approach 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Trae Young with the basketball, guarded by Drew Holiday. Young trying to work the baseline. Can he find a shooter? He does not. We got another kick ball. We got another kick ball against the Bucks, so it'll be 14 on the shot clock again. That's the bailout for the Hawks there because it was 2.4 seconds left on that shot clock. Trae Young was in no man's land under the basket looking for a teammate. Clint Capella dribble handoff to Trae Young, but Trae Young miscommunication with Solomon Hill, so that's a turnover. Trae Young 0 for 7 tonight, 5 assists though. We look at the turnover battle. It's been an efficient game as the Hawks only have 5 turnovers and the Bucks have 4. Drew Holiday is fouled. Good attack there on Solomon Hill. So Drew goes to the free throw line. Drew, a rare miss at the free throw line. Usually very, very solid at the line. He misses the free throw. And this game is a lot closer than Budenholzer would have liked, considering the fact that the Bucks did start to create some separation there in the second quarter. It looked like they were going to run away with it, but the Hawks, to their credit, keep competing. They're definitely fighting and utilizing that youth and effort to their advantage. Solomon Hill trying to score there, but it's blocked out of bounds by Brook Lopez with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Solomon Hill going left, trying to finish with his right hand. He probably would have been better suited finishing or trying to finish with his left hand. He probably would have got a more efficient shot off. But Hawks retain possession. Can Herter get the inbound in before the 5-second clock? He does. He's able to find Clint Capella, who's able to finish with a baby hook shot with the left hand. Brent Forbes trying to drive on Trae Young. Was anticipating a foul. No call there. Trae Young hits the ground. Forbes able to utilize that mishap by Trae Young and get a basket. So it's a 5-point game, 67-62. Trae Young still can't get a basket to fall. Capella tries to get the putback with the lay-in, but he misses. So the Bucks trying to get out and run. Blocked from behind, though, as Giannis almost had a lay-in, but it's blocked by Capella. And the Hawks get out running Herter for 3. So now it's a 2-point game, 67-65. Good effort there by the Hawks to get back defensively, as Giannis had a lay-in at the rim, but it was blocked by Capella. They were able to get out and run. So Drew Holiday with the ball, trying to go behind it, back to Brook Lopez. Switch on Lopez, Herter, guarding Lopez. Holiday gets the ball, guarded by Capella. 3 on the shot clock. Can Drew get a shot off? Going baseline, one leg fadeaway. He makes it. Tough shot there by Drew as he jumps off the left leg, fading to his left on the baseline and gets it to fall. Trae Young kicks out to Solomon Hill for a 3, and Solomon Hill's in the zone tonight. one of those rare games for him offensively. He's usually known, like I said, as a utility guy, playing great defense and make things happen in that area. He has 15 points tonight, 5 of 7 from 3. So it's a 1-point game. Giannis misses a jump shot from the right baseline. Hawks trying to take the lead, trailing by 1. Trae Young gets into the middle, but he turns over the basketball. Giannis on the run, looking to get to the rim, draws a foul, and 1. And that's one of those things that's probably happened 3 different times tonight where the Hawks had an opportunity to take the lead or inch closer, and Trae Young turns over the basketball and it turns into a bucket on the other end. Prior to, it was earlier in the game, a 1-point game, Bucks led, but the Hawks tried to take the lead. Trae turns over the basketball, Bryn Forbes comes back and hits a 3. This time, we look at Trae, trailing by 1, 69-68. He turns over the basketball. Giannis gets it on a fast break off the steal. Gets it and 1. He has 11 points now, trying to give the Bucks a 4-point lead. That quickly, that's how the game can change. Giannis at the free throw line, much improved this year. He misses this one though. So Hawks not harmed too bad. They give up a bucket. But the miss by Giannis, Hawks get out running. Forbes fouls Trae Young to prevent the fast break. So 6:52 left in the third. Bucks lead by 3. Hawks have been fighting uphill all game. They're inching closer and closer, but they just can't get over that hump to take that lead. Let's see how this third quarter ends. We got a foul against Chris Middleton as he pushes Bogdanovich. So we look at Atlanta offensively over the last couple of minutes. In the last 9 field goals, they made 7 shots. So they're definitely in the zone right now. Bucks have to figure out how to stop them. They're doing this without Trae Young making a basket yet. So that goes to show you how efficient this team is. And Trae Young makes his first basket of the game. Great change of pace there off the pick and roll. Stops on the dime, able to draw a foul. We look at the replay. Has Brent Forbes guarding him. Left to right crossover. Stops on the dime, anticipates Forbes contact, takes the contact, knocks in the floater, and completes the M1. So now it's a tie game, 71-71. Trae Young getting his first basket of the game. Under the rim, Jrue Holiday unable to get the basket, but kicks out to Brook Lopez. He misses a 3 off the back rim. Bogdanovich finds Trae Young on the right wing. He just made his first basket of the game. Cannot get him going. He attacks, looking to get a floater. He cannot get that floater to fall. The floater had just not been there tonight. Rebounded by Bobby Portis. Middleton, who's been struggling offensively tonight as well. Left to right crossover on the left wing. Pull-up jumper from the mid-range is good for Chris Middleton. So he might start to get it going here. 2-point game, Bucks lead. Bogdanovich off a skip pass from Trae Young. Bogdanovich is just on fire tonight. That's the Hawks' first lead of the game since 10-9. Hawks lead 74-73. 5:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Chris Middleton with the basketball, pressure by Bogdanovich, working his way to the left corner. Middleton pulls up for 3. He knocks it down. Middleton just recently passed Michael Redd for second all-time in Bucks history for threes made. Middleton 3 of 9 from the floor tonight, 8 points. So Bucks retain the lead. Hawks run the same play as Trae Young sets up that skip pass to the right wing for Bogdanovich. Instead of taking the 3 this time, he kicks out tonight. Apologies for that stoppage, a little bit of technical difficulties, but not too much missing in game action. Bucks lead by 7 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Bobby Portis just went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Another miss for Trae Young as he hasn't been able to get it going offensively. He tries to set up Onigo Okongwu gets a finish inside. So although Trae Young isn't scoring, he's definitely setting up others off his dribble. So it's a 5-point game, 87-82. Bobby Portis inside gets a floater to fall. So 89-82. We approach 2 minutes remaining in the third. Knight for three. He misses it and rebounded by Connaughton. Pat Connaughton chases down that rebound. Jeff Teague, who had an exceptional first half for the Bucks, just being aggressive. He had 9 points in that first half. Going off the dribble here, can he get the floater to fall? He does over the outstretched arms of Knight. So he attacks Okongwu and gets the tough finish in the lane. Very aggressive. He's definitely taking the onus as the backup point guard right now with Dante DiVincenzo out. Hawks trail by 9 as head coach Nate McMillan has to try to resettle things. 147 left in the third. Bucks lead by 9, 91-82. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back as the Bucks lead by 9, 140 left in the third. Lou Williams trying to attack Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tried to draw a foul, no call. Pat Connaughton gets it to Jeff Teague on the trail. Jeff Teague instead goes to PJ Tucker from the right corner, and the signature PJ Tucker corner three is made. Bucks back up 12. The three-point line helping create separation. We look at the points off of turnovers tonight. Bucks have 18 points off of Atlanta's turnovers. Hawks only have 2 points off of Bucks turnovers. Another turnover for the Bucks here. Giannis kicks out to Connaughton for a right wing three. Misses it off the back rim, and PJ Tucker chasing it down. Couldn't get possession, but the effort there is what makes PJ Tucker the ultimate glue guy. The possession will go to the Hawks, but when you have that level of intensity for the little things, it only will permeate through the entire team. When we look at the Hawks trailing by 10 or more in any game through February 1st through February they were 1-15, but since then they've turned the corner and been able to come back in a number of games. 3-pointer no good for the Hawks. We're under a minute to play. Connaughton with the basketball. Gets it to Giannis. Top of the key. 38 seconds left in the quarter. Jeff Teague on the left wing looking to attack. Finds Bobby Portis in the right corner. Bobby Portis has to get a shot up. He does. It's short off the right wing. Hawks able to get out and run. Kevin Huerter slows down. Great defense there by Giannis to slow things down. It's a 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Hawks trail by 12, pardon me. Bucks lead by 12, 94-82. 10 seconds left. Huerter, right to left crossover. And it will be a 24-second violation as Hawks unable to get a shot off. Head coach Nate McMillan doesn't want to see that. That turnovers by Brandon Goodwin. Goodwin got caught on the baseline, couldn't get a shot off. Connaughton tries to get a shot up at the buzzer. He cannot make it, but the Hawks turn that corner towards the end of the third and create that separation. We'll be back as the Bucks lead by 12 on the road, 94-82. Stay tuned for more. This is a Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. We start this fourth quarter. Bucks up 12 with the basketball. Chris Middleton misses the right corner three, but Bobby Portis on the offensive glass, great tenacity, gets 2 opportunities at it before putting it in. Milwaukee goes up 14. Lou Will takes a mid-range jumper, free throw line extended, is no good, rebounded by Chris Middleton. Behind the back dribble from Giannis Antetokounmpo, takes contact, but finds Bobby Portis slashing in the lane. That's the attack that Giannis brings to the table on a consistent basis. He's going to draw attention. You have to play off of him. Bobby Portis does that beautifully on that play, able to get an easy basket. So Bucks trying to put a vice grip on this game. Kevin Huerter hounded by Giannis Antetokounmpo on the perimeter. Can he get a shot off? He does not. He goes to Solomon Hill. The three-point shot straight away. Solomon Hill, not known as a prolific offensive player, but tonight he's been exceptional, knocking down a number of three-point shots. He's really carried the three-point line for the Hawks tonight. He has 6 three-pointers made. It's a 13-point game now, 98-85. Fadeaway jumper for Giannis, no good. Kevin Huerter off the glass. He misses the floater, rebounded by Chris Middleton. Middleton looking to push. Thought about a three, goes to Bobby Portis. Portis thinks about a three from the right corner, goes back to Middleton. Middleton driving, has the switch with Capella, takes the mid-range jumper from the right baseline and knocks it down. So 4 for 11 from the floor is Middleton, but he's starting to settle into his game offensively. Has the basketball, he's handling the ball, he's getting the rhythm. Bucks up 15, 100-85. They're showing the separation between elite team versus somewhat good team. The Hawks still have to establish themselves as a playoff team in this league before I can call them a good team. But they're up and coming. And if you're going to be a great team, you have to go up against the greats and prove yourself. So the separation is there, but hopefully the Hawks are learning. We'll be back. This is a 15-point game, 100-85. Welcome back as the Bucks lead the Hawks by 15. 9:50 remaining. Can the Hawks work their way back into this game? They've been battling uphill for the majority of this game. They've stayed within arm's length. Can they make another run? Clint Capella starts the run with the easy basket inside, able to get the mismatch with Bobby Portis. Goes up quick and able to finish with his left hand. Portis looks to respond with the three from the left wing, and he knocks it down. So he might have given up a 2, but he takes back a 3. Bucks up 16. Lou Will looking to go off the screen, thought about a 3, goes to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich working his way left to the baseline. Great defense by Chris Middleton with the deflection. Forces Bogdanovich to put up a heave in the paint. Couldn't make it. Middleton looks to go on the fast break. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebounded by Solomon Hill. 8:55 remaining. Bogdanovich has been hot from 3. He misses that 3 short. Can the Bucks get the rebound? Giannis comes down with it, surveying the court. Instead, attacks the rim and gets an and one opportunity. And that's the change of pace when he's going downhill. He surveyed the floor, saw he had the spacing, and then just attacked the middle with gusto at the last minute. Solomon Hill wasn't quite ready for that last burst, and he was able to get that layup. 18-point game, 8:43 remaining. If you're the Bucks, you look at this type of game, you can't measure yourself against the Hawks. You have to measure yourself against the Nets, the Sixers, those type of games. The Sixers and Bucks actually play 2 games coming up next week that will determine a lot, considering the fact that the Bucks are 3.5 games behind the Sixers in the 3rd spot. So depending on how both teams handle that, we can see some changes at the top. But those games are where the Bucks are going to be measured, considering the fact that the last 2 years the Bucks have just deteriorated down the stretch. You see Giannis back-to-back MVPs. He's performing exceptionally well in the regular season just to get to the playoffs and fold, not from a lack of effort, but more so just lack of development in terms of his offensive game in the half court, and not necessarily just him, but the Bucks offensive scheme in the postseason is very limited compared to how they perform in the regular season. So it's a lot that has to be proven by this Bucks team in the playoffs. And when they play the likes of the Sixers, the Nets, the Lakers, the Clippers, those are the games where they're going to be measured because they have championship expectations. 3-point shot for Bogdanovich as the Hawks trail by 19. 7:35 remaining. Jeff Teague working the left sideline, thought about a 3, goes back to Giannis. Giannis gets the switch with Capella. 8 on the shot clock. He takes a 3. He misses it. Offensive rebound by Chris Middleton. Middleton misses it and rebounded by Solomon Hill. I think if you're the Bucks, despite not being, despite not measuring yourself against this Hawk team, they're very very young. You want to defeat young teams at all costs. Um, I think that more than anything, the Bucks should be encouraged by how they're winning this game. Middleton is struggling from the field as Clint Capella gets a two-hand slam set up there by Bogdanovich. It's a 17-point game now, 109 to 92, 6:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. But like I said, I think that the Bucks should be encouraged by how they're winning this game. If you look at the box score, and you say on paper, well, Giannis only has 15, Chris Middleton only has 10. You would think that the Bucks are struggling, but they've been able to get great balance as Brook Lopez, Drew Holiday both had 17, and then you have the multiple performers off the bench, Bobby Portis, Jeff Teague, Pat Connaughton with 11. That balance has allowed for them to take the blow of Giannis and Middleton struggling from the floor. So being able to win in different ways and showcase different styles is definitely encouraging. But again, this Bucks team is not measured by the Hawks. They're measured by the championship caliber teams that are battling for supremacy in the league. So we'll see how they finish this season. But for right now, they're doing what they have to do. We'll be back as the Bucks lead by 17, 109 to 92. We have 6:50 remaining in the fourth. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back. Bucks lead by 17, 6:40 remaining. Drew Holiday working the right baseline, goes to attack the baseline, spins off of Trae Young in the post and gets a two-hand slam. So fresh out of that timeout, great play set up there. Drew Young, Drew Holiday able to utilize his athleticism against Trae Young. Trae Young completely struggling tonight. Sets up Bogdanovich in the left corner. The three-point shot, no good. Trae Young, I will say, has missed 3 straight games. So this is his first game back of a quad injury. Uh, so he's trying to, get back in that rhythm. We got to give him that latitude. As PJ Tucker tried to work the baseline, still by Kevin Herter. 3-point shot for Trae Young, no good. The offensive rebound by Clint Capella is there. So it's a 17-point game now. Look at Drew Holiday, Pat Connaughton, PJ Tucker, Brook Lopez, and Chris Middleton on the floor. Solomon Hill, Trae Young, Bogdanovich, Clint Capella, Kevin Herter, and Trae Young on the floor. And we got a block by Capella that'll turn into a goaltend. No, pardon me. It's an offensive foul against the Bucks to create separation against Capella, but Capella's still able to get the block despite the offensive foul. 5 minutes left. Can the Hawks make another run? Trailing by 17. Bogdanovich finds Herter. Herter for the left wing three. Good. So 14-point game now. The 3-point line to get you back into it. We just can go back to my previous broadcast last night. Sixers were up by 22. And within a 3-minute span, the Nets were making a run with their second unit to get back in the game. They forced Joel Embiid, who had an exceptional game through 3 quarters. He was resting. He had to come back in the game with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to save the game. Him along with Ben Simmons had to come in and save the game against the second unit without Kyrie Irving, without Kevin Durant, without James Harden on the floor. So anything is possible. You got to fight. You got to believe in yourself, and you never know what could happen. We got a turnover as Clint Capella is fouled in the backcourt, but they're going to review if this is a clear path foul, which I believe it will be. So even within these last 2 minutes or so, the Bucks are starting to give it away now. It's a 14-point game. Remember, with a clear path foul, you get 2 free throws and possession. So let's say they do favor this to the Hawks. 2 free throws and possession, you get 2 points and a 3. That's 5 points. So 5 points shaved off from 14, that turns into 9. You never know, man. The game is the game, and you got to finish it. You can't take your foot off the gas, because if you do, regardless of the quality of competition, when Competitors smell blood, they attack. So I think if you're the Hawks, you keep fighting, you keep measuring yourself against the conference's elite. Uh, but again, if you're the Bucks, you don't want to put this in any way, shape, or form into a close game. You've been able to defend Trae Young tremendously tonight, but if anything happens to where it's a close game, big shots are made at any moment, just depending on no matter who's struggling or not. So we got a clear path foul against Chris Middleton, so the Hawks will get 2 shots and possession. Personally, I think the clear path foul is a bit too consequential. I think they have to change that. Obviously, you don't want to give up any easy fouls, but the clear path foul again is too consequential. You give up 2 free throws and the team gets a possession. That's too much. Too much. First free throw for Capella is good, who's historically struggled from the free throw line. So these are big free throws here. Now it's a 13-point game, and Capella makes both. So big free throws there. It's a 12-point game. Hawks get possession. If they knock down a 3 here, it's going to be a 9-point game, single digits. You never know, man. So Trae Young with the basketball. Hawks trying to make a run at it. Guarded by Drew Holiday. Takes a screen from Solomon Hill. Bogdanovich on the right wing. Takes the screen. Can he get the shot to fall off the glass? He cannot. Rebounded by Drew Holiday. Good defense there by Brook Lopez to get within arm's length there to make that shot difficult for Bogdanovich. Holiday attacking off the glass. He's driving right, takes contact from Bogdanovich, doesn't let it stop him. He's able to finish. So it's back to a 14-point game. 113-99. Switch on PJ Tucker. Trae Young attacking PJ. And Trae Young is fouled. Great defense there by Tucker, but Trae Young able to use his aggressiveness against him. Gets him in the air on a pump fake and is able to get to the free throw line. If you're PJ, you got to stay. He tried to stay vertical, but he just couldn't all the way. First free throw good for Trae Young. That's really the only area where he's really been effective tonight. Again, he hasn't been able to get it going. This is his first game back in 3 games. Young tonight, 2 of 14. 2 of 14 from the floor. At the free throw line is really, like I said, has really been his only safe haven offensively. He does have 8 assists tonight. Drew Holiday looking to kick out to Jeff Teague. Teague gets it to Chris Middleton. Teague thought about a 3, kicks it out to Lopez. Lopez with 4 on the shot clock. Can he get a shot off? Travel there, no call. They do call the travel. So it's a travel against Brook Lopez, 113 to 1-on-1. We're under 4 minutes to play. We got a timeout called by the Bucks. Stay tuned for more as the Bucks look to close out this game and solidify their space in the East, look to inch even closer to that second spot in the conference. "12 on the shot clock. Hawks trying to get a shot off. Missed shot by Kevin Huerter. So 111, 101. Another timeout for the Bucks here. Trailer winning by 12, 113 to 101, 3:21 remaining. We'll be back with more to finish out this game. Bucks lead the Hawks by 12. Stay tuned. 3:15 left in the fourth. Hawks trying to finish it out. Jeff Teague going against his former team. Thought about a 3, instead goes to Holiday on the right wing. He misses the 3. So Hawks trailing. Trae Young gets to the free throw line, looking to set up the floater / alley-oop. You never know with those ambiguous type plays. I always say Trae Young, Chris Paul, James Harden, they love those type of plays. But Young will go to the free throw line tonight. 11 points, 2 of 15 from the floor. Free throw is good for Young. Sure, this is a bad game. Him trying to get back into a rhythm. He's missed 3 games. Nothing can. I don't care how much practice you get. Nothing can ever duplicate a game experience. So he has to get back into that game flow. Middleton with the basketball faces a quick double team, kicks it to Pat Connaughton from the right corner. Connaughton had a huge first half for the Bucks. 11 points tonight. Misses a three, but offensive rebound to the Bucks. Middleton misses a three from that right corner. Middleton's been struggling from the field tonight. Trae Young floater, his first floater to fall all night. Trae Young's missed every floater short tonight. He's 3 of 16, yet has 15 points. We approach 2 minutes remaining as the Bucks lead by 12. Pardon me, they lead by 8 now, 113 to 105. Teague with 5 on the shot clock, going at Bogdanovich. He misses the basket but gets the offensive rebound. Kicks it to Pat Connaughton for 3. He misses it. Offensive rebound tapped out by Brook Lopez to Jeff Teague. So 8 on the shot clock. Hawks needed that stop there. Drew Holiday for 3. Misses it short. Can they get a rebound? They cannot. Offensive rebound goes to Brook Lopez, and he gets a 2-hand slam. Trae Young probing again. Almost had it stolen by Drew Holiday. His pass intended for Clint Capella in a panic. Tried to get it to Clint Capella before turning over the basketball to Drew Holiday. Ended up turning it over anyway as the Bucks able to get the steal on a bad pass from Trae Young. Connaughton, left corner 3. That should about do it. That's the dagger. 118 to 105. Bucks lead. And we got a timeout by Nate McMillan. It's just a tough game against a better opponent. Hawks played it tough for about 2.5 quarters before the Bucks put a vice grip on this game. They showed that there's levels to this, and Hawks are still improving. So we'll be back with more as this is a Game of Day by Isaiah presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rhodes. Stay tuned. We approach a minute remaining. Trae Young misses a floater inside, tried to draw the foul on Drew Holiday with that stop on a dime, use the defender's momentum coming into your backside to draw the contact. Refs didn't fall for it there. Holiday attacks Trae Young, able to finish with the left hand off the glass. So it's now a 15-point game, 120 to 105. I will say the game was a lot more competitive than the score would indicate, although the Bucks did maintain and sustain the lead for the majority of the game. But the Hawks did go back and forth and keep it competitive. They challenged the Bucks, were able to get big performances from Solomon Hill and Bogdan Bogdanovich, while Trae Young was struggling. Clint Capella also gave them good energy as well. They just weren't able to keep up with the Bucks. Jeff Teague trying to kick out to Connaughton. A left wing 3 is no good. Trae Young gets the rebound. 8 seconds left. Game is over. This is all cosmetic at this point. Kevin Huerter gets the reverse the fall. So the final score will be Milwaukee wins 120 to 109 over Atlanta. The Bucks able to win their 35th game of the season. They maintain the 3rd seed in the East, while the Hawks will fall to 30 and 25. They're a game ahead of Boston. With this loss, they're half a game ahead of Boston, and Boston plays the Lakers tonight. And so far, the Celtics are turning that corner now. In the last 10 games, they're 7-3. So the Hawks should look out with the Celtics on their back. They got to be careful not to go on any tough losing streaks down the stretch of the season. We look at the box score tonight. Middleton, 10 points. Drew Holiday, 23 points. Brook Lopez, 19 and 12. Giannis Antetokounmpo on 24 minutes, 15 points, 5 rebounds. But the bench for the Bucks came up huge. Jeff Teague with 10, Pat Connaughton with 14, Bobby Portis with 11. PJ Tucker also provided great energy with his scrappiness. He had 8 points and 3 rebounds. The 3 ball for the Bucks tonight was huge. 16 to 43, shot 37%, and it seemed like the timely threes that they made kept Atlanta at bay all night. Although Atlanta, like I said, was fighting and keeping it competitive for the majority of the game. The Hawks got a spectacular performance from Bogdanovich, 28 points tonight, 10 of 20 from the floor, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. They also got performances from Solomon Hill tonight. Solomon Hill, 18 points, 6 threes tonight, 6 of 11 from the floor, 6 of 8 from 3. Clint Capella had 16 points, 16 rebounds. But the Hawks will go as far as Trae Young takes them in tonight in his first game back after a 3-game absence. Only 15 points, and he had 9 assists, but he struggled from the field mightily. Was 3 of 17 from the floor. He had a number of turnovers tonight, 6 turnovers, and he just struggled overall. Nevertheless, though, the Hawks still in it. They're fourth in the East, so they're not in a playing situation. If they can continue to win like they have under head coach Nate McMillan, they should be in a safe space. The Bucks, though, are fighting uphill. They're in the 3 seed. They're trying to get to that second or first seed if possible. As long as they win these type of games, they'll be okay. They got big games with Philly coming up next week, so that should tell a lot in the final trajectory of the conference standings in the Eastern Conference. Thank you guys for watching the Game of the Day by Isaiah. I'm Ask Isaiah Rose. This is presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Tune in tomorrow as we got another game for you. I don't quite know what it'll be just yet, but if you tune in, you'll find out just as much as I will. So, thanks again for watching. This was the Game of the Day by Isaiah. You just watched the Milwaukee Bucks defeat the Atlanta Hawks 120 to 109. Peace.